Bantha time. We
Yo,
were talking
big
about
fan.
chicken wing. You want to know what I like?
Yeah.
Chicken
I'm pretty
wings?
sure I make chicken wings at least twice a week.
Dude,
Do you
yeah.
I see. I mean, the chicken nuggets thing
so easy.
is really, it's a problem for me.
Get
You're
the
a
winglets
nuggy
from.
guy?
Get
Well,
the
because like
winglets
Costco
from,
has the Tyson chicken nuggets, and they taste so fucking good. Like-
Dinos?
no, not just the regular.
Dinos are better.
The dinos are
I don't know what to tell you.
I think the regular ones are juicier. So like, I just they
Juicy.
taste.
Don't
they
use
taste,
that.
Like,
Don't
healthy.
use that
They
adjective.
squirt a little more.
Okay,
Ugh,
no.
fucking
mouth.
ew, dude.
Gross.
That is
Don't
gross.
like any of that.
I was just
Sorry,
talking
guys.
about good sauces and shit. You
That's
cover
for
it
Terry.
in some
chicken wings twice
some,
a week, bro.
Some buffalo sauce or something.
Tell me the wing though. Are they?
Yeah.
Are they
So I get
yeah.
winglets from Trader Joe's because they're
Nice.
in a bag.
winglets.
Winglets.
Winglet.
Yep. And then I
Right.
marinate them, season them, and I do it like a couple hours before I pop them into the air fryer.
Yeah.
10,
Oh, wow.
10, 15 minutes.
toss them in
While-
any sauce?
planning.
Red
So
Hots?
you put planning into that.
Yeah, while I'm like preparing the rest of my meal. So like,
God.
you know, it could be veggies, salad, but then I got my wings in the air fryer prepping, and then I'll make my own barbecue sauce. If I'm so if I
have had that.
I have a grill setting too. in my air
Okay.
fryer. So I can grill the chicken.
Is that one of
you
those
have that- you have the
ninja
ninja
ones?
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
The ninja ones are real.
You gotta
Yeah,
open the
it's
window
good.
for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's well,
you gotta
that
open
shit's
the
smoky,
window
bro.
for that one.
it does.
Smoke.
For
So,
charcoal and that shit.
Damn, I have had your barbecue sauce at our friend Dan's birthday, which was also Vince's birthday.
Yeah, same
Which is
birthday.
wild. Yeah, that sauce was sick.
Yeah.
People were lining up for it.
They were.
Man.
That's true. It's a great day to have a birthday. June 6th, D-Day as well. So
Yeah.
take that, Germany.
And Gemini's.
Boom. Boom.
Just like my mom.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's me. Look at me, my two faces.
Well,
Anyway,
on that note,
yes.
let's get
All right.
started.
Kissing, bud.
And 3, 2, 1.
Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
Welcome back to Unrelated. He's Maj.
Hey.
I'm Vince. Hello, Maj.
Hi.
How are
Vince.
you? Happy January.
Yeah.
Traffic good, weather cold.
Bad.
Weather cold.
Bad cold.
Weather bad cold.
Yeah. Traffic good.
Yeah, weather bad cold.
Yeah, we're
in
talking
case
like
you were
3-year-olds.
wondering. That's why I'm going boots, because weather bad
Yeah,
cold.
I just came back from Orlando, and it was
Oh,
so
wow.
nice there. And I was
Great.
like, oh,
How's
maybe
Mickey?
it'll last. And I came back, it was 9 degrees, slushy, and snow. It snowed twice more.
How's
You got a
Mickey?
proper Chicago welcome home.
I went for work, so I didn't,
didn't see the mouse?
I literally saw no Disney properties. I went to Disney Springs for dinner. That was
Dude,
it.
what's the point of going to Orlando if you're not going to see the mouse?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Sorry. Yeah.
Speaking of things and things happening in the world, weird news. We're here again, guys.
sorry. Welcome back.
Look at us
The
go.
king of transitions.
Yeah, this is
either of us.
Unrelated.
Allow me to segue. Unrelated.
Yeah. What's the weird news, bud?
Weird news has been very weird this week. Let me tell you. First one to start off. This is local to us. This is in the Chicagoland area.
Oh, boy.
Suburban school worker stole 11,000 cases of chicken wings, $1.5 million in taxpayer money funds. Between July 2020 and February 2022, she ordered hundreds of orders, separate of the school.
Yeah.
The people at the place that whatever like gave them all the chicken wings
Sure.
thought she was an authorized buyer. So they allowed her to buy all these things, and she would take the truck back to the school and dump them before she gets back. So then they would just keep all the rest of the stuff at school.
So where was she storing it?
I assume her
What is she
house,
doing
but
with
she
these
needs
wings? That's way too many wings for one
Well, she
person.
probably sold like half of them and then got an industrial
What is
freezer.
an aftermarket for raw wings?
Well, the funny part about it is they don't serve chicken wings at schools because they have bones in them. It's a choking hazard.
Right.
So even itemized receipt would be like, hey.
Bro, the people at Cisco corporate idiots, man. They
Yeah,
let this fucking
so
shit
she's
go.
in a court case
At
right
Gordon
now.
Food Supply, they fucking let this shit go.
The problem is that she signed off on all of them. So like it's not she has to take full blame on it.
Right.
$1.5 million worth of chicken wings.
Damn.
So you just heard us talk about chicken wings. That's too many chicken
Listen,
wings.
I was that's
That's insane.
It's crazy.
for the entrepreneurship element of it, for a local business, that's 2 thumbs up for me.
That's wild for a
fucking
local
sure.
business.
That's wild.
Stealing, you're like
I
Brett
support-
Favre
listen,
stealing from the taxpayer.
Anyone that's hustling out there, I support you. And yeah, shit, especially your local. Support local businesses. Buy
I would
those
just
wings.
like to let it be known that I don't support that.
Yeah.
You heard about the Brett Favre thing, right?
No, like when his penis was out on.
No, he did do
Whatever.
that. He did send a
That's the last
peen
Brett
pic.
Favre news I know about.
No, yeah, he wanted to build a volleyball stadium at Mississippi State because his daughter went there,
Right.
and he was like with the government talking about it or whatever, the government allowed him to use welfare funds
I remember this.
to make this volleyball court. And there's a text message between him and whoever like gave it the okay, and he's like, no one's gonna figure it out, right? And they're like, yeah, no shot. So this is kind of similar, except she has no prominence at all to like pop culture until she stole $1.5 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, of chicken wings.
Wasn't his thing too? Is like they billed it as like an appearance fee. He was supposed to like speak.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up paying that money back though.
The problem with it all too is he's not like the best speaker in the world, so it's not like you're paying for anything good.
Nah, famous name, I guess.
Yeah, and he's on the Packers too. Who needs it?
we don't talk
Who
about
needs
that.
it? You want to know?
Moving on.
The Bears haven't won a lot, but at least they didn't have a quarterback that just stole a bunch of money from the state of Mississippi. So
Well, they're not here long enough.
that's true. They're
yeah.
not here long enough to have any cred like that at all.
Ooh,
So that's a thing. Do you have a news story for me?
I actually have a follow up to a story we covered.
Yes.
So we covered like we're fucking
Indeed.
journalists.
Indeed. That we covered last
One
week.
of our deep dives, I have a part 2 follow up.
Yes.
Conclusion, if anything. So do you remember when you're talking about that girl in Rhode Island that sent in like carrots and cookies
Yeah.
to the police department to get the DNA test?
She deserved to know.
She's like, I want to know about Santa. Like, I think he bit this cookie. Let's send it in. There's carrots in there too.
Yeah.
So the Rhode Island Department of Health has a response. They've officially kind of put this to bed. So officially they said they are not able to definitively confirm or refute the presence of Santa based on the DNA. And the way that they kind of tease it is
Smart.
That's so lame.
it's like such a PR response.
Either ruin her life or make her happy.
Right.
It's one or the other. Not
Now-
like,
They gave her some hope though, because so she sent in carrots, and they're like, "Yeah, we tested the carrots, and there was definitely like something that was similar to reindeer species."
so you're lying.
And I was like, "Bitch,
No, that was just her dad, too.
Yeah, that was,
So my
oh, yeah,
dad's
your dad might be
Yeah.
a reindeer.
Your dad's been kissing reindeer.
Yes.
I don't know what to tell
And
you.
then with the cookies, they kind of alluded to like, oh, well, we couldn't find anything in our records that matches a Santa, but there's a case in New York on 34th Street in 1947 that's similar. And I was like, how dare you quote a black and white movie like that?
That's crazy.
Fucked up.
I hate that.
They got good PR.
You know, they
They-
tweeted. They tweeted. They said, "We all agree that something magical might be at play."
That's so dumb.
Lame.
They just walked
Just say
around the
yes,
whole
bro.
thing just to say, hey, maybe.
Yeah.
We're not going to let you go any further or less far as you've already gone.
Either way, that
Sounds
girl's
like
disappointed.
current
Yeah.
law enforcement. So.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the actual grand scheme of that altogether is? That they just wasted a bunch of time,
Yeah.
is all that really happened.
Also sounds like
So,
current law enforcement.
welcome to law
Yeah.
enforcement in 2022.
Shit, we're not political,
Yeah.
but you know the cops are. Ooh, whoa,
Exactly,
whoa.
because at least like they probably went through and made fake paperwork for it and all that, and then just to not even appease her,
Fake
like,
paperwork.
All that happened is she wasted
Yeah,
her time
fake
going
body cam
there.
footage.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
let's.
boy.
I wanna see-
Oh,
How deep you wanna
boy.
go?
All right, so that's what we're getting in as our topic
yeah,
today.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's
Been a rough
no,
week
it's
for
not.
body cam footage.
No, it's not.
I don't want to talk about that.
Speaking of rough week, 29-year-old woman used false documents to enroll in a New Jersey high school.
Why?
Was she
29.
Was it like an undercover thing, or
So that's not out yet. It's very fresh. It's very new. So New Jersey schools are required to enroll students immediately with 30 days to prove their documentation.
okay?
So she went in there. She looked a little young for sure. She's like, hey, I need to enroll in school, made some fake documents, whatever it may be. No one noticed. No one mentioned anything. She got like phone numbers from fellow students and stuff. Was like talking to them and stuff.
Oh, she's like on Snapchat with these people.
Right. No one noticed until the guidance, because the guidance counselor is going to talk to her. So like,
Mm-hmm.
where did you come from? Who's your guardian? Whatever it may be. Something raised the suspicion of the guidance counselor, which like, good job
Yeah, they,
and
like-
bad job to everybody else.
They like match on Hinge.
It's
She's
not like
I don't
she's
know if this-
20. It's not like she's 19 or 22. She's almost 30 years old.
Oh Lord.
And my question is why? For what reason?
I wonder if it's like like an undercover cop situation.
No.
Because that's a classic story, right? Where it's like they find a young-looking rookie cop and they need to bust a drug ring that's out of high school and stuff.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, it's a
I've seen
classic
it.
premise.
I've seen it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but even so, it's just like I can't imagine. So I'm 27, 28 this year. If you put me in high school, it would be bad. I'd be a big bully though. There's no doubt about it. Because someone would be like, "You're ugly." It's like already gotten that
Yeah,
for years.
yeah.
Like,
He's
I
going
can
for
ruin your life
dodgeball
so much
only.
easier than you can ruin mine at this point. Yeah, and they'd also be like, "Nice beard, grown man." So I wouldn't be
if
able
you
to pass.
I think if you shaved, No, okay.
Nope.
Yeah, don't shave.
No, these eye bags tell the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no-
So you still have your beard that's up in the air, right?
Yeah, on the
Super Bowl.
Taxi Squad podcast, my other one.
Yeah, plug your other show, bud.
Yeah, if you like sports, go listen to it. It's on all streaming platforms. But if the Bulls don't make the playoffs this year, I have to shave my beard. Dang. Yeah, so I'm hoping the Bulls make the playoffs, and it's not
looking good.
I haven't shaved my beard in years.
Will you shave it like on the pod?
On the pod?
Like on this podcast?
Maybe.
We could bring a camera into the bathroom.
I honestly probably could. So we'll see what ends up happening with that, but it's going to be really sad. But ideally, the Bulls are just going to make the playoffs, and we're all going to be good.
All right.
That's what I think.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because I really don't want to lose my beard here. That's what I really don't want to do.
Yeah, I remember when we met, you're a fresh shaven baby face.
It's because I couldn't.
Cherub baby.
I couldn't grow one
Yeah.
until I was like 21, and then
Lord.
I just decided to keep it for the rest of
I think
eternity.
mine's gonna hit at 41. It's gonna be.
You're never going to be able to grow a beard.
Maybe 51.
A mean stash, though.
It's gonna be the Full Manchu is gonna be
You
wild.
say full man shoe?
Yeah, or is it Fu Manchu?
Foo. It's a full man's shoe. Hey, look, it's a full man shoe.
I know.
What the hell? Where did that come
is it called
from?
a
There it is.
Manchu?
A Fu Manchu.
How do y'all know this and not me? I mean, I don't know shit.
I'm more questioning how you don't know it at
Why
all.
would I know it?
Because that's like
I
a
can't
common
grow.
knowledge. Hey, comment below if you know exactly what a Fu Manchu is, because I think
Listen,
most people are
Let's
gonna.
not get into the corrections of pronunciations or spellings.
Yeah,
on
all
this
right,
show.
okay,
Because
all right,
all of us,
okay.
all of us
I
have
see.
made
No,
severe
no.
mistakes on this show. All of us.
You
I'm looking
cannot.
at you. I'm looking at you.
That was a classic
Wow,
move.
shots
That was a classic
fired.
move. That was a classic move. What you just did there.
I feel attacked.
You deflected blame. You deflected blame and threw it at producer Perry over there.
I didn't
He
say
doesn't
anyone's
deserve it.
names. I didn't say anyone. I pointed.
You don't have. That's
Yeah.
that's
No, no,
enough.
no.
Pointing is enough.
We're not gonna last if we start doing
Oh
this.
Lord.
All
Anyways,
just Fu Manchu. Write that in your mental notes.
I'm going
and
back in
remember
time,
that
deleting
in
all of the
future.
footage, and I'll get it's Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
I'm gonna- Shoe?
A full man's shoe.
I don't know what it is. Anyways, I can't grow a beard.
It's a
That's the end
size
of the line.
11, and it's gonna be that.
You.
That was brutal.
Unrelated. Well, speaking of going back in time and fixing all of our
Yes.
mistakes in
Yes.
post, what are your thoughts on time travel these days? Paul?
Okay, so we were talking about this earlier. Time travel is, I don't ever want it to be real. People say that they want it to be real, it'd be crazy, and you can go fix the stuff.
How do you
I
know
don't-
it's not?
So you specifically time travel back.
That's right, and then you don't, and that's the mind twister that you get. And it's like, okay, if someone went back in time and changed the past, you wouldn't know. So like my
You
memories
think it's
are
already happened though.
I mean, if time travel happened, what?
Time travel. Yeah.
If time travel happened,
Yeah.
it's always been a thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they do it 2,000 years in the future and then they travel back to 1980, then time travel existed in 1980.
Yeah.
So like at
sounds
that
fucking
point,
fun.
and then if they change like 1995 and I'm just not a thing anymore, and then they go back to their time and like I don't know, like did something and my parents never met or something like that, do I just not exist?
No. Yeah. That's it.
But then like what happens to your like house and stuff? Or like
Gone.
maybe like you go there and someone trips and like eats it and like doesn't become a construction worker
Right,
anymore.
right.
And then like
The
your house
butterfly
isn't
effect
built
situation.
and then randomly you like live in a
Yeah.
completely different place in a different time.
I guess it's
Yeah.
like which theory, bit like film theory, whatever, of time travel, like do you subscribe to? Because there's like the Back to the Future model,
Yeah.
which is like you go back and you directly affect something, and then it only affects a certain amount of things, but then you can't stay there, right?
Yeah.
But then there's like the Infinity War type thing where you're the time branches, and
Right.
that whole situation.
It has to though. Because at that point, if time travel is possible, then you should be able to go to any parallel universe.
Well,
that
here's
you
the thing: the
wanna go.
parallel universe thing, I think, is more
They're hand in
scientifically
hand.
possible because they talk about like the wormhole element, and like some very smart people, definitely smarter than us, think that that's more likely than the Back to the Future model.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think like that when we were talking about like the Berenstain Bears versus the Berenstain Bears situation.
No,
like
it's
the
not
Mandela-
Bernstein.
But like that whole thing like really blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like
Mandela effects are ridiculous.
So wild.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was our first episode.
That was our first episode.
That was our very first episode.
I was gonna throw in another one too, where it's just like I think it's just an awareness to things. But there was this movie that Hilary Duff was in
Yeah.
like the 2000s, and she's at a music school, And there's this key scene where she's like she's in her classroom. She's
Wasn't
a new
that like
student.
Lizzie McGuire goes to Rome or whatever?
No. That's the first. That's the Lizzie McGuire
that's-
movie.
There you go. Yeah, she
Let's
goes
get
to
that
Rome.
correct.
You said full man shoe. I do not want to forget that at all today. I don't want to forget that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Keep going.
So off track. Anyways, I don't know the name of this movie either, but it's Lizzie McGuire it's Hilary Duff after Lizzie McGuire situation.
Yes.
In the movie, she's at a music school, and she's like the new kid, and they all have to sing scales and stuff in class. So it's that scene, and she kind of fucks it up, and then she does this run to kind of finish the phrase, and she's like really out of tune. But I remember watching this movie, I'm like, oh, she saved the shit out of that. She killed that.
Yeah.
She fucking ate that shit, right? Watching that clip now,
It's like Alison Stoner in Camp Rock.
Oh my, it is so bad, bro. It's so like in my mind, I'm like,
raise your
maybe they-
voice. Raise your voice.
Raise your voice. Thank you.
That's-
Thank you. It wasn't Dizzy?
No, it was not.
No,
Disney.
They
she
would've
broke
tuned that
off. She
shit.
went rogue at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I remember growing up and like that shit was fire.
Yeah.
So maybe that's another example of time travel where like someone went back and like I'm gonna edit this.
But it's not because it's
original
real.
fire. Yeah.
Set
Oh,
in
what we
Flagstaff,
know is that it's
Arizona.
fucking bad. But
They
what I
went
thought it was
back.
great.
You say it was set in Flagstaff.
Flagstaff,
That's where
Arizona.
all the popular musicians come from.
Listen,
so I'm happy
it's
that's
Berkeley,
true.
NYU, USC, and Flagstaff. Wow. Arizona.
Good hiking and great
That's
music.
where it's set.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
What, Arizona?
Yeah. The Ice Tea.
I heard there's a point at the bottom.
Man,
That's all I know.
Never heard of her.
Ice Tea people doing a music school now? That's crazy.
Ice-T.
Oh God.
Yeah, you like go back in time and you like convince like Ice-T to become a singer, and then he's
there we
like Josh
go.
Groban, and Josh Groban's a rapper. Like
Nope.
these things are possible.
Don't like that.
with time travel. So that's why I'm saying we don't need to do it.
No.
You watch all of them, and it all ends up getting to the point where it's just like,
Nah.
we went back in time and we changed this. Or like there's like a Family Guy episode where they keep going back in time to change it, and then at the end there's like 15 or like 20 versions of them all being like, you don't do what you did. It's like, okay, I won't do what I did because we want to get it all to the thing. Problem with it is there's no present then. Like present's impossible. So you can't even go back to your time because it's not a thing anymore.
No, that new
You
whatever
erased
thing
it.
is your new timeline, right?
Yeah.
As we saw in X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yes, I saw
Which-
that movie.
Can we talk about that for a moment? So I'm a love like comic book movies,
Yeah.
like Star Wars, all this sort of stuff. And I just assumed that everyone has seen the X-Men movies because they're fucking big, right? They're huge.
Never.
Right? So I remember when Days of Future Past came out, I was like, Vince, you want to go see the movie? And he's like, yeah. And so when he said yes to like what movie, 6 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I just assumed that he was
I
familiar
just wanted to go to the theater.
what that happens. I don't know what happens in the movie. Obviously, I'm going to see what happens in the movie, right?
Yeah.
We go, and as you guys all know now, that's the one where they literally change everything through time travel.
Oh, yeah.
And they put every single character from both series of these movies in this movie, and you still enjoyed it.
I've
And that would've been
never
a
seen any of
No,
the
that's
other
the only one you've seen.
I watched it and I'm like, that actually kind of made a little bit of sense to me. It's because they rewrote the whole entire
They
series.
literally deleted like 3 movies
Yeah.
through that movie, and I was like, oh my god.
So all I did was just I time traveled through watching all the X-Men, and I figured out what was happening at the end.
skipped right to the end, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Well, that's all the character development.
That
like,
was cool.
Slim it down to 20 minutes.
Yeah, like I watched that one like Avengers thing where all of them like turned into like static and went away.
Static?
Yeah, that was. Isn't that like what happens? They like vanish.
Boo! Yeah, get him
Come on,
off the
come
pod, bro.
on. No.
Static.
Well, it wasn't static. Didn't they turn into like small little white specks and
Dust, bro.
dust?
Dust.
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 Yeah, I
Static.
saw that one too, and I was like, that seems like a fitting end.
Yeah.
Like, but then it doesn't at the end.
Well,
Because
I
I've
mean,
never seen any of the other ones.
remember when Captain America just turned into a black and white television?
Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
he's just fake Superman the whole time. I was
Oh.
no, I honestly have no validity to any of this stuff because I have
Oh,
no
man.
clue. The Hulk video game on PS2 rocked though. I
Bro,
will
the
say
Avengers
that.
video game is still fucking bad. I'm
Yeah.
still playing. It's so bad.
It is bad.
My God.
Yeah,
That's the worst thing that
it is bad. But
Yikes.
listen, we got about what do we got? Like 10 days until Harry Potter, or no, excuse me, Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts,
Yes.
a legacy.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Yes, the prequel game.
I saw a main mission walkthrough thing the other day. Crazy.
Have no way to play it, but I'm excited.
Oh, but we do.
See, you need to get a
'Cause-
Switch. You need to get a PS5.
Yeah.
You
I
need to get-
know.
Maybe you should be the one that gets an Xbox.
No,
Because that way we can come play Xbox
Terry,
stuff on
don't
yours.
get an Xbox.
I'm not.
Yeah, don't do that.
I used to have one.
Yeah, like
I have
yeah,
Xbox
everybody
too,
used
but-
to have an Xbox. You
I
know?
want to switch.
Oh shit!
You should get one.
The shade to Microsoft is great.
No one. Like,
Yeah, fuck
some
that.
people
But I
get
thought that-
Xbox
Isn't
now.
Xbox like? Well, is it? It's not 50-50.
No.
I'm assuming PlayStation.
What
is much
happened?
bigger.
What happened was like probably like 2008, 9, 10. Like Xbox 360 was huge. Definitely way more utilized than PlayStation.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
The 360
PS4
was
comes out, it
fire.
starts evening a little bit. Like by the end of that, like PS4 run, it was pretty PlayStation.
Dude, I remember when Halo
and
Reach
now it's
came
definitely
out.
PlayStation.
Halo Reach
was
was my favorite game.
That was the last thing I did on that.
That's
system.
another thing I barely played.
Halo?
Because he can't play it on PlayStation. I've
Yep.
had PS 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Damn.
Those is like, I'm PlayStation till I die.
That shit's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
me too. No, at this
The
point.
original PlayStation was sick.
Yeah.
Great
Oh
box.
yeah, yeah.
I still have it.
PlayStation
Yeah, the
till I
gray
die,
box.
baby.
Yeah, they had a Jurassic Park game. It was awesome. I was like 4 and I was just biting dinosaurs' heads off. It was
Oh, dude,
horrible.
that game was great.
Yeah, it was. It was
Great
good.
stuff.
It was not. It was definitely like 13 plus, and I was just like, I'm doing it.
Dude, I remember I
Look at
thought,
this
I thought I
Tyrannosaurus
was
Rex, he's
killing it at
beating
Tony
ass.
Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I could probably do this in real life.
wanna know
And,
what's
like,
hard?
I touch
That.
a skateboard and I fucking break my ankle, dude. Like,
Have you
shit's-
played that recently? They
No,
remastered
I
it.
did not
It's
play
difficult.
the remastered one. Is it good?
It's yeah. I mean,
The
it's the same
soundtrack
game.
is sick.
Yeah, and Tony Hawk went on stage with that band that does like the one big song.
No
out of it.
way.
Yeah, and he sang it. He's a horrible
He's old
singer.
as fuck
He's
these
a
days.
horrible singer, but he's a great skateboarder. So
I don't
we're
want
gonna
Tony.
let him-
I've never wanted him
Here
to
I
sing.
am doing everything I
Nope,
can.
don't like that.
one. That's literally what it was. It
That's
was
okay.
dude. It's like ska or whatever you're gonna call it.
Dude.
He could have it.
And that's what it was. It's skateboard songs.
I remember when that first video game came out, that like I knew other skaters and I was like fans of those other skaters more than Tony Hawk. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, he just does like, you know, like half pipe,
pipe stuff?
Yeah.
He does like big air stuff. Like he's not like a street
You
skater.
like street skating, yeah.
Yeah, but like the whole game, most of the game is like street skating, right? And some park stuff. And then like he really did just completely revitalize and reshape the entire skateboarding
Yeah.
industry for like the world.
And then the Skate franchise came out, and it was like some of the best skateboarding video games ever.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he invented like basically all of like the
Dude,
mainstream
props to TH, baby.
skateboarding.
Did you guys play with the finger skateboards?
Dude.
Oh, Tech Decks?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, so because I couldn't skateboard. Very
Those were a
well,
menace in elementary
my older
school.
brother Thomas was the skateboarder, right? He's a skater. He can actually skate, longboard, all this sort of stuff. Aaron too. I'm the odd man out. But I had a tech deck, and I was eating that shit up for
Yeah.
sure.
It was great. People do kickflips on it.
Yeah.
You get it confiscated in school all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. I got in so much trouble with those things in
yeah.
school.
Dude,
they were
the
just like, do your multiplication tables. It's like, I'm going to land this 360 flip
That's a
instead.
fucking kickflip this shit, baby.
That's what I'm going to do.
Ooh.
You want to know what's not going to matter? 8 times 8. But this kickflip on this tech deck will.
64. You can do both.
Sally
baby.
down
You
the
can do
street
both.
said it's cute as heck, so I'm just going to do it.
Ooh, Sally.
Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah.
I would say, do you remember when they had like the little BMX bikes as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Like
What, the mini? They mean
yeah,
mini
I'm like he's
BMX?
gonna kick off, and I was like, dude, they're not. You
Yeah,
you
how do
can't
you do
use them
that?
with your fingers.
Yeah, you're just like,
But you could customize
I
it.
remember my mom
you
got me one.
pedal?
I was like, this is
Do
gonna be
you
a hit. It was so cool.
you're just like,
You literally just like kind of like roll it,
Yeah.
and it's like that's it.
oh, cool.
But you could change the tires. You could like.
Okay.
I don't want to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to do maintenance on
You
this
can, like,
fucking bike.
yeah, you can make it look cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember when pegs were a thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Many injuries to
Dude,
pegs
many. I
myself.
remember like I had like
Dude, my
the
ankle
only
is
leg hair I had, like
fried.
I fell
Yeah.
off the back of like a BMX
Yeah.
bike and just like scraped my whole leg and just
Dude,
ripped my hair
that
off
and
my
razor
leg.
scooters.
Razor scooter.
Ooh, razor
that
scooters.
razor
Ooh.
scooters. There's still like a piece of cartilage that's like a little separated on my left leg.
Oh, on the front?
Yeah, from
oh.
a razor scooter.
No.
Yeah,
These kids don't know.
We played with fire.
No, they,
yeah.
they know, but they're not getting hurt like that.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like I got finger burn from my iPad. It's
Yeah.
like go play with a razor scooter, dude.
That was like the definition of like fuck around and find out. It's
Yeah.
like we're
Yes.
just gonna have some fun with these dangerous things.
Yeah,
And
let's go
we're
find
not
the
gonna-
biggest hill.
I never wore a helmet. My mom was always like, you have to wear a helmet. So we had many helmets.
Yeah.
And I would put it on. I would leave the driveway. I'd get down the block. I'd take it off and throw it in a bush. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mom would like go on walks in the neighborhood and she found my helmet once. And I was grounded for like 3 months.
Oh yeah,
Because she's like, you're trying to kill yourself. And I'm like, no, not really. I'm trying to be invincible.
yeah.
It's different.
It's different if it's
Like,
a
you don't
whoopsies.
get it, Mom. Like, I'm
it's
trying to
different if it's
shred,
a
bro.
whoopsies, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Right.
None of my friends think it's sick. Like, that's the problem. Yeah, growing up in the 90s, man. That's what it was.
I still don't
90s,
wear a helmet
2000s.
on a bike, even in the city, but I do wear it for snowboarding.
You have to.
Unlike our fucking friend
Earl.
God.
Man, this is
Earl.
just a shout out to Earl. Put a helmet on when you're snowboarding.
We're
What are you
gonna
doing?
tag you.
What are you doing?
Dude, it's not cool, bro.
And I was like,
You're
dude,
not
well,
okay.
It's when everyone else is wearing helmets,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
we were all
"Oh,
like,
what
dude,
you
go
want
put
me
on
to
a
do?"
helmet. He's like, no, it's cool. And we're like, no,
Like,
it's not.
It's really fucking not.
This isn't like, oh, no, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I'm used to it. Like, you can't do
Yeah,
that.
we have a literal video of you falling and whacking your melon on the ice, and
Yeah, you walked up and he's like, I'm okay. I'm like, what are you looking at?
All
Like,
right.
a little bit of concussion, never hurt nobody.
Anyways, PSA, wear a helmet for whatever activities you are.
Yeah. I think that's probably smart. I usually wear a helmet when I drive.
All right.
You don't?
Nah.
No?
Anyways, unrelated.
Yeah.
We do have a fun activity that you don't have to wear a helmet for.
Yes.
And that's our favorite game.
Yes, you can wear a helmet though if you want.
Yeah. Anyways, so we'll be back after this with our favorite game. See you in a minute.
Wow.
Baby, you can waste my time, my guy. We can go there if you want.